Zan quests up to 15, 16, whatever it was. And then Zan with the double wheelie, brother. On the 7th card.
Yes.
And then when he goes to reveal the card, Zan's like, face up. And it was so good. Thank God he said that.
I'm glad he said that.
It was right on for the stream. Face up. And then the 7th card. Yeah, it was nuts.
Oh, God. They're both fantastic sports. Let me tell you, Zan.
And shout out to Zan because Zan almost, it looked like it was going to be pretty bad for Zan in game 2. And Zan held out all the way to the end, almost won that game. I mean, if he doesn't hit the wheel there, the game's over.
Yeah, that was, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, and I'm so glad we got that on camera because that was that was pretty absurd.
And now we've got Zan looking at a previous version of himself as a kid. So Zan's playing himself as a kid. Zane.
Yeah, Zane. He's the cop in our Discord.
That's right.
Everybody always says, "Oh, it's a cop. The cop's here. The cop's here." That's Zane.
Yeah, Zane. Shout out South Florida Lorcana Network.
Zane came in. He traveled in. 14 years old.
Wait, Top Deck King, right?
Yeah, Top Deck King.
Oh, it's my boy Top Deck King.
That's him.
There you go.
That's Zane. So really cool to see him come down here and playing with the best on stream right now. So shout out to Zane. I know when I was his age, I was like always like dying to be on the streams with the grinders and play and stuff. So he's doing the thing, man. I'm so happy to see him here.
So happy to see him here.
And couldn't have had a better opponent here as Zan. Shakes off that last game. Nothing more Zan could have done. I mean, he played everything so well. I know Jason was saying that perhaps he could have not done a trade with Smee and it would have made the difference, but obviously hindsight's 2020. So
every moment you get to look back, there's one thing you could have done different, one lore different here, one lore different there. That's always the case though. That's a low value Cogsworth.
We're just wilding out. We're starting out with this Cogsworth right here,
swinging Cogsworth because that's what we do.
And this is a great card. We did see yesterday in Hayden, who played Red Purple, his list. He did play a couple of Cogsworth, and it was quite crazy when he played it in combination with Shark.
Yeah,
essentially provides a Peter Pan effect.
Yes,
but out of nowhere, like from the top row.
Yeah, RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah, you're just not expecting it, right? Here comes this Cogsworth for 1, and then gives rush to something. So yeah, great card.
Yeah, fantastic card. And Vitalisphere, of course, doing the same thing that Cogsworth does, except Cogsworth gives a lore. And so what we're seeing here is some inking of what was it?
Somebody said, "Is that a kid?"
Is that a kid?
No, it's a cop undercover.
It's a cop undercover as a kid.
Yeah, he's a cop.
Yeah, that's an inside joke, folks. That's an inside joke from our Discord. If you're not in the South Florida Lorcana Discord, you gotta join in there. We don't care if you're not from South Florida. Florida man does not care.
Yeah, we just South Florida runs it, but it doesn't have to be South Florida people only. So be sure to join.
All right, South Florida admins, let's go ahead and let's put on the books for the 7th time, changing the name to something that includes everything other than just South Florida. But we'll figure that out later.
No, I like the name. You just keep SFL in, and then we just rock with it. We just invite whoever we want. All right, send the links.
Send the links, bro.
Send the links.
Production, send the links. We'll get it.
Get that Discord in there, brother. Stop slacking, dude.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, it's crazy in there.
All right, so we get in there for a couple of lore here as we have the Queen of Hearts, which is a great 1/4 that cannot be easily dealt with. However, Zan is on, as we saw last round, lots of Sisu stuff. So Zan will have probably no issue if he decides to play human Sisu here and just pick off that queen. And I believe I did see one in hand. I wonder why the stream's chopping so much today.
It's freaking out just as much as we did about the last match. It's still trying to catch up.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it's like perfect, and sometimes it's just
it created a really tense moment with that card flip there. So
it's just chopping it up. All right, so Zan inks for the turn, and then we'll get a Tala going.
So Tala's good.
Take a peek at the top 2 cards, and what do we decide? I think you put Dime to the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, as we pick up a Tipo, and we will crash into the clock and pass it back.
Yeah, I mean that clock was worth 1 lore, all right, or 2 maybe. I think at this point.
Hey,
listen, it did a little bit of stuff. It was a body to protect. We've got Pan on the table. Pan makes every evasive so much more dangerous. As we see, we put down the Moana, the evasive Moana that gives bonus attack.
When she attacks, she gets challenged or something. Yeah.
But for this case, we used her to get rid of something, and then everybody else, we said, hey.
Yeah, we just hit the T-bow, and then we'll take the free quest. So
I got to get to 20. We got to. What is it? 25% of the way there. What do you call that? The
25 yards.
25. There you go. Yeah, we got 25 yards there, bro. 25 yards.
25 yards, guys. He's only got 75 more yards to go.
How many yards in total, though?
There's 100.
Oh, okay, then there you go. So that makes sense now. That's cool.
It's like a dollar.
It's like a dollar.
25,
Quarter.
25.
Yeah, 25,
Yeah.
25 is 50.
Yeah, and then
And
50
then
more is
50
100.
more is 100. You win the game.
That's a touchdown.
Oh, sweet.
That is a touchdown.
And speaking of touchdowns, we got a sapphire coil.
Ooh, sapphire coil. We saw some dirty sapphire coil work in the last game here, but here it comes as Zan using that human Sisu to pick off that Pan Shadow and just stop him, or not Pan Shadow. I always want to say Paddle Shadow.
Stop it. Say the
It's
right
because
name.
I used to play a lot of Pan Shadow.
I don't care. I did too, and I don't call it that.
Pan Shadow makes your rushes have evasive.
Yes.
And Peter Pan Shadow Finder gives your evasives rush. So, if Ravensburger would stop printing.
Ravensburger.
I did say Ravensburger. You say Hiram or whatever. I don't want to hear your pronunciations, all right?
It's Hiram.
All right, it's not. It's Hiram.
It's Hiram.
By the way, chat, just heard the news. How far ago Zam played was a brawl, and the card he took. So if Chuck played the Cindy, he would have lost. There you go. So Chuck took the right line.
Oh God, the context makes it so much worse.
The right line.
Oh God, we love it. I love it.
Even if it was the wrong line, I think it was the only line for the stream. You had to do it for the memes, dude.
YOLO. What I love about it? It's so on brand. It's like Chuck would be the one to scream YOLO on stream,
and he's such a probability guy. Like every time he sends us screenshots of like his games, he's like, "What's the probability here? What do you think is the best chances of me winning?" So he's very much into probability. So like when he was sitting there grinding his gears that game, he's thinking, what are the highest chances? Like what are the probability of me hitting a whole new world versus you not drawing an answer to Tipo? And he's like trying to figure out which is the higher probability. It was such a crazy game. So crazy.
Yeah. And we're getting some love in the chat for Zane, of course. And we love to see it. Zane, of course, on the younger side. We're not going to speculate on age here, but on the younger side,
Zane and Zan, both crowd favorites.
Yeah,
and Zane's rocking that 3-1. This is his winning in here.
By the way, shout out to Zane's dad, who is outside watching on the stream TV right now. So shout out to you, Dad.
Yeah,
proud of his son. You should be. Good job.
You should be. Your son's killing it.
Yep. As we see,
playing against a Golden Mickey,
multiple
Golden Mickey player here. And he's jamming it right now. He's up. On lore, we got library in play. We're up to 9.
We are, yes.
But will it last? As Zan, slowly kind of puts his items into play, and then all of a sudden, bad things start to happen.
Yeah, as we see some shiny Sisus finding their way into the hand of Zan.
Yeah, double coil. That's correct. Yeah, no damage on the Tala.
Yeah.
So. Man, this little lag is.
You're not supposed to call out the negative thing. You're just supposed to just keep going.
You just pretend that it's not lagging.
Pretend, and then when they question you, you tell them that they're crazy.
You just tell them, "No, it must be your Wi-Fi."
Y'all are wrong, bro. Check your Wi-Fi. Bro.
Check your internet.
Check your internet, dude.
All right. Well, we are pretty. Oh, look, Elrathian. I would have killed Sisu with Moana and then killed Tala with Rabbit. Draw 2.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I do concur. That is a solid line that Zane maybe just overlooked there, but
yeah, certainly.
Okay. A lot of people saying yes.
I love it. I think my favorite thing about SSG streams is like you get free Metafy content. Like everyone's in the chat, like, well, hold on, this is not the right line. I love it. It's the best thing ever.
You get to get other people's opinions on the situation.
I love to hear it.
All right, there's always more than one way to do stuff. So, but yeah, that might have been the better line. Who knows? So, Zan thinking out his turn here, thinking about how he's best going to deal. What is this exerted blinding card, this mystery card?
We'll find out momentarily at some point when it moves around.
Between the white sleeves and then the glare, it just looks like he has a face down card, but it's not.
Yeah, we'll figure. Yeah, listen, we'll have this fixed before the next stream. I promise you. If funny enough, so Stefan getting to sit back here and like hanging out and doing the commentating thing for the first time. Which, by the way, how unfair is it that for this guy's first stream, he got to see the craziest match we've ever seen on SSG ever? That's not fair. But hey, congratulations for that. But yeah, he got to see like our situation here. Don't worry, folks. We're gonna make everything better. You send the feedback, let us know.
Stefan, if you can hear us, can you kick everybody off Netflix and the Wi-Fi, please, so we can get some good streams in here? Who's talking about who's watching a movie on HBO Max out there?
Seriously,
someone's on. Yeah, turn off all the phones.
Yeah,
trying to watch some Lorcana here. All right. Literally the same people in chat. Lorcana players are dedicated.
100%, bro.
We're the same peeps, brother. We were here a little over a year later, and we're still grinding, man.
Gang, bro. Gang. Let's go.
We're still gang. All right, so we will draw this Fox, who potentially could help us deal with this Sisu here.
Yeah, we see kind of like a reestablishment of the board.
Yep.
Yep, taking the Fox to take out the Sisu, of course.
Yep, Sisu's out of the commission here, and now we only have a Tala in play. But all these items, and especially the workshop, are really going to be problematic here because, as we saw in the last game with Wochuk, just every time he plays anything, we're drawing an extra card.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
and that's double trouble here.
Yes, double the workshop, double the fun as we draw.
Oh, we're gonna draw a lot here. So we're gonna draw one off the popsicle,
One off the
one
workshop,
off Maurice's
and you know
workshop,
what? One more workshop.
and we'll take another one. Sure, popsicle draw 3 is pretty good. Turns out.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Pay 3, draw 3. Not a problem, bro. Let's
No,
go.
pretty good.
Pay 3,
Um,
draw 3. Let's go. And
and
pay 3, draw 3. Play a free Scrooge McDuck. Look for another item.
Dextronic, I got you. Let me find the link real quick. I'll post it in here for you. The link to the brackets.
Oh yeah, I think you posted. Yeah, you
for the
got
5K. I got you. I'm doing it on my phone real quick for you. Let's do the 5K. This is the melee for 5K. First one, guys. First link, melee for 5K.
That's the 5K. First one's 5K.
Second link you're gonna see is melee for the 1K.
Yeah, there's two events going on at the same time. Those of you that are not out here, you're crazy. I
This
mean,
is
look,
the
I want you to
1K.
see what you missed. Everybody in the store, everybody was that wasn't involved in a match, staring at the TV that's far enough away from like so the stream. What's cool about the stream table is it's in a separate area, and they don't get to hear what's going on out there. So like what's happening on stream, we're showing in the store. So if you're done with your match, it's kind of like a DLC where you like go and you watch the match, like kind of on that huge
Oh
TV.
yeah, everybody was crowded around. I wasn't out there because I was
loved
table
it,
side,
bro.
which I love being table side, but I heard it was like a riot out
It was
there.
nuts, dude. It was crazy. So crazy.
Everybody was jumping up and down. It was crazy. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's the most crazy like reaction I've ever seen for a tie in my life.
It was. But oh my. Okay, so I gotta. So this card, Sea Witch Queen, the Ursula Sea Witch Queen.
Mm.
I saw it yesterday in Ruby Amethyst. I'm sorry. I'm a big fan. I played a little bit last. I should have been sleeping. I wasn't. I played a little bit last night.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it. I think that if you're playing, like in some cases, playing it instead of Sisu, I think you get a little bit more flexibility from it. It's inkable.
But you just ink brawl.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
The Sea Witch Queen?
I'm saying all you got to do is ink. So with Sapphire Coil.
Oh yeah. Okay, fine. In this match, yes,
brawl.
in this matchup, that would be the case. I'm saying in general.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying in
I
general.
thought you meant it's good here.
No.
In this match,
Not here.
I think Alrathian mentioned
No,
it.
I'm sorry.
This is a really bad matchup for Zane, unfortunately.
Yes,
as
it
great
is.
as a player as he is. Zane playing red blue here. I mean, he's just going to infinitely. There's no way for him to deal with items, right? Green, red, purple.
Yes.
Zero way to deal with items. So all these
100%.
items are permanent, essentially. And these Maurice's workshops are going to draw just so many cards.
For sure.
So it's going to be really rough.
It's rough. Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah. Doing the thing. You congratulations. You called it.
Did I not call it?
You called it.
Double Sisu Coil.
Yes, you did call it. No, I'm just saying in general. I do think it's so like this is like new spice that we're seeing from SSG, like something that's happened that happened here twice now that we've seen it. And I think it's an interesting choice.
Yeah, B prep is good here.
Yeah.
But look at all the stuff still in play just because we have so many items. Yeah, I mean, if we just find one item here, which there it is,
boom.
Now we're gonna draw two. It's crazy. We'll draw
Maurice's
one.
Workshop goes hard, bro.
Dude, the card is absolutely cracked. And like slower, grindy matchups like this, where you're just grinding out attrition, trying to draw as many cards as possible. Where Maurice Workshop is the absolute nuts. I was looking for a better word, but yeah, it's nuts. And we do get a free Scrooge here. Just go ahead and exerting 4 items. And then we're gonna just add some more items, and then we'll just draw some more cards off this workshop.
2, 4, 6. I'm counting items like I'm counting ink over here.
Yeah,
2, 4, 6,
I'm
8,
telling you.
9, 10. We're on 10 items.
We're gonna play this, and we're gonna draw, and we're gonna draw.
This is so crazy.
Candio said Hyro was why Hyro got banned.
With the side swipe.
Candio, my God, I miss you so much, brother.
I miss you, bro.
I miss you, Candio. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going well with your career and your life and your family. And
absolutely,
we miss you, brother.
Absolutely.
Hope we get to all get together again one day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. We would love to see it in there
for sure.
As we are. So okay, more characters. Scrooge coming down for free as well. Again, more things being seen. We see Diablo. We see Fox,
and like all these plays are fine. Like they're all good plays, but like how can you compete with the literal wall that's in front of you? I
Yeah.
mean, we've just drawn infinite cards. We've gotten to cycle through most of our deck here. We're going to pretty much find an answer here.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
So many items.
And we're doing no Oswald this time. We're just drawing cards. We're not even worried about triggers and all this stuff. None of that
Who needs it?
nonsense.
You just draw into a bunch of them.
None of that
for cheap?
none of that
That's
Oswald
crazy.
nonsense.
You don't need that.
Yep, Mr. Sisu. And it's funny because I was just talking yesterday about how everybody's been cutting Sisus, and Cogsworth is in a good place right now because people are off of Sisus, and Zan says maybe some people are off of Sisu, but not I, said the fly. You laughing at, dude? You got jokes, dude?
No, you're the one with the jokes.
You got jokes.
You're funny, bro. I love it.
I'm a funny guy.
You're a funny guy.
I'm a fun guy.
You're a mushroom.
I'm a mushroom.
You're a fun guy.
All right. So, Zan, I wonder how he decides to shuffle all these items. Does he have like two different decks, like one for the items and one for the regular stuff?
Yeah.
And then you just pile shuffle them together?
Why not?
Or not pile shuffle them, but riffle shuffle them together?
Yeah. I mean, item weaving is what we're calling
item weaving.
Item weave. You got to item weave, bro.
Oh, that's the biggest and baddest of the items here.
Oh my god.
And we're just gonna draw, and then we'll draw again.
And by the way, drawing more items for items is just so disgusting.
You know what's good when you play Popsicle right now, and then you draw two more.
Right.
Oh no, he's gonna ink the coil. Okay, we're shrinking the Chernobog to a 0. All right, Sisu, see you later. And then we could, we're gonna bell. Oh my god, Jesus, what is this? What is this dog pile of items in the center? Oh my god. What a disaster is happening on the table right now. This looks like that game that we saw in Ravensburg that was like Chernodog versus Ambersteel, except that it's only on Zan's side and it's only items.
Yeah.
It's just infinite permanence.
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses, so I don't know what that says.
I feel like I'm feeling I'm watching a real life meme right here. Like this is like that exhibit meme, like the one from Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, like I heard you like items.
I heard you like items, so we got you an item to bring more items, to draw more items, to see more items.
Perfect.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
We're looking at Brawl. Brawl goes to the bottom here. And one big Tamatoa would pretty much end the game in one fell swoop here, and I'm pretty sure that's what Zan's digging for here.
How low is Zan's deck right now? Do we need to talk about milling, Zan? This is a conversation we gotta have again, bro.
No, we found the big Tamatoa.
We did. I know.
We found it. So next turn is going to be Hadouken.
Yeah,
Hadouken.
Yeah, this is just crazy.
All right, Zane, make it happen, brother.
Zane, we believe in you, bro.
Zane said, "No, I've had enough, dude. You can go home." He said, "Get out of my face!
Get out of my face with that disgusting stuff. You better. If I was Zane, I'd be like, you better separate those things. You better don't be stacking those things, Zan. I'm watching you, bro.
We'll take a quick shuffle here as we go into game 2. Zan taking game 1 pretty handily. He did manage to just absolutely go crazy with those double workshops. And that was like the beginning of the end. Once he had those workshops in play, he was able to just kind of grind it out, draw a million cards, and puts it away there. We didn't even get to the Tamatoa. Zane already is like, all right, I give up. I see the writing on the wall here. Let's get to the game 2.
Yeah.
But Zane will get to go first here. And let's see if he has a better start. Then maybe we can get him into the teens before Zan is able to, take over here. If we can just get close enough, we can maybe bounce crabs and stuff and get our way up to 20. But in the meantime, we just gonna hope that Zan does not have infinite coil Sisu stuff going on. So
yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be interesting to see how Zane is gonna capitalize on being on the play right now. I don't know if there's anything that he could have done to stop that interaction.
No,
in this last game.
That's the problem. Is he can't. Yeah, Zane has no way to interact with items. He's got no way to interact with the hand,
right?
So he can't stop Zan from playing something.
So he just needs to go fast.
He just needs to win.
He needs to go zoom
because Zan is just going to do what he does, and if Zane doesn't win first, Zan is just going to do his plan.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty crazy. I'd love to see them chatting it up here.
Yeah.
Very nice to see. Good sportsmanship from both players. Just get a little chat in as we shuffle up and get ready for the next one.
Yeah. You would think we are a pre-Hiram band because Zan came here yesterday to the 10K, played Emerald Steel, and then said, "Nah, bro, I'm bringing Ruby Sapphire back."
I know, and Kendall Burdett, I don't know if he's trolling me or not. I don't want to say anything because I haven't seen him on stream yet, but He said he's not playing red
He's not
purple.
playing red
The
purple.
one playing red purple is Logan. Logan has
Yes.
the so he wasn't lying to me.
No, he's not.
I thought he was lying. He started laughing. I'm like, dude, I don't believe you. He's like, no, for real. I'm playing something else. I'm like, nah. He's like, Logan has my deck. Look, he even had the autograph Be Prepared. And I'm like, he did have the autograph Be
Yes,
Prepared.
he did have the autograph.
Yeah,
That's right. He played it on stream.
Yeah, that's our No I'm Not's deck. But yeah, I didn't put the pieces together. But what No I'm Not said he's playing is actually
Don't
like what? Like no, I'm not gonna say anything, but like not a deck that I would ever think that No I'm Not would be playing.
Yeah.
Like so left field from what he normally plays.
Yeah.
It's like he's not playing Churna Dogs, but like if he was playing Churna Dogs, that would be like the equivalent of like
That's wild.
of like how random it is for something that No I'm Not is known for. But he's
That's
undefeated.
crazy.
Yeah, he's drawn in. He's with Hector drawing in. So top 8 mostly locked up. We see Ghosty and Bivens drawing in. We see Kendall and Hector drawing in. So that's 4. We have D Pearl and Randy Bobandy drawing in. So that's 6. And essentially winner of this round and winner of Justin versus Kylie will most likely get in. Wochuk 1-2-0. I wonder if that makes enough for Wochuk. I don't know who gets in there.
That's a tough one. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he
interesting.
does. I don't know if he does.
I think he might bubble.
Yeah, I think there's a possibility for the bubble.
That's tough. That's tough. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we have some tight tiebreakers. 6 players are already locked in. 2 to be determined. Potentially Zan if he's able to take this down, or Zane rather. Winner here could definitely push their way into the top 8.
Yeah.
But Wochuk is just one bracket below, so I'm not sure if he'll be bubbling or not. But we'll find out. That's part of the fun, right? So,
my God, part of the fun is an understatement. That's the whole reason why I showed up today.
We shall see. We shall see. I'm already getting the wife text of when are you coming home? So I need these guys to play a little faster. All right, a little faster. Well, will there be a pause? Or are we going to straight to top cut? I mean, pause is in like just like people getting into their chairs, but like pause is in like intermission. Probably not.
Yeah, no, there won't be an intermission. No break.
Yeah,
no lunch.
We might take a stretch to just to.
Yeah, lunch break. Lunch break is negative skill diff.
We might just let the blood run back into our legs a little bit, but other than that, no breaks. No breaks.
Yeah, breaks are a skill issue for sure.
No breaks. No breaks. We're going right into top cut. We're getting right into. Everybody, I'm sure, wants to go home. Everybody's tired. We've been here all day yesterday. We're all here all day today. And as much as we love Lorcana, our bodies can only take so much. So
speak for yourself.
And mentally, I'm sure
my body's ready for another day. Let's go. Give me a third day.
These players are very fatigued. I mean, think about playing all these hours, going home, sleeping a couple hours. I think Kendall Burdett was telling me that they have to leave like at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Crazy.
So they were thinking about, instead of sleeping, just going to the casino all night.
You know,
and I'm like, that sounds like either an amazing idea or an absolutely atrocious idea. And it's really going to depend on the outcome of the night.
Yeah, so, and I'm so ready for more eggs for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I do pretty crazy.
It's wild. It's wild stuff.
All right, so Zane drawing some cards here, doing some trades in with the crow.
Oh,
and let's see, we're gonna get in for 2 more cards here.
We're drawing. We're just, in Zane's case, Zane's just trying to create the path forward, getting to 20. We do that by making sure we have answers. That's a big part of Ruby Amethyst's whole thing. You notice you're seeing Finders Keepers as an ink. You're seeing Friends on the other side played. If you're playing Ruby Amethyst, you're looking for things to do.
Dang, and I'm looking at Zan's hand, and it is pretty scary. I mean, we've got Coil, potentially dangerous. We've got Maurice's Workshops, which we know those can get out of hand. And then we've just got Sisu and Tamatoa, and I mean, what a nightmare. Yeah, we're going to just go ahead and Sisu that away. And Coil now online, as we have resolved the Coil into play. And as we mentioned earlier, Zane's not going to have any way to remove that Coil. So for the rest of the game, essentially, every time Zan inks, something is shrinking every single turn.
Yeah,
and that's brutal. That's going to be really hard for Zane to overcome. This is like people in chat are mentioning probably the worst matchup for Zane, and it's really unfortunate that that's the matchup that he hits.
Yep,
for the win and in. But that's how card games go.
Right, quite literally, that is the card that he was dealt. Those are the cards he were dealt.
I can't tell you how many set champs in set 1 when it was only the top 4 that got promos back then. Remember, there were no top 8 promos.
Yeah,
and I can't tell you how many times I made top 8 and then got a like insanely bad matchup and then just got knocked out of top 8.
Yeah.
So these things do happen.
Oh, fun story! I don't think I shared this on stream. But quick fun story. My first ever set champs was for the Stitch Set champs.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time I ever met Woodchuck. Didn't know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that he was a Pokemon champion. Didn't know he was good at this game.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing Steel Song. I was playing Ruby Sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
I beat him. And I remember leaving the same, man, what a scrub.
Got him.
Got him. Who's this guy? Like, give me my card, bro.
Got him.
And then later on, I'm like, wow, what a jerk I am. This
Chuck's
yeah.
the man.
He's the man. No, I know. But that's actually a true story, by the way.
That is funny.
I did beat him the first time I met him. Didn't have any idea who he was.
That's funny. I beat Hector the first time I beat him, and he still talks about it.
He won't let you forget it, bro. He won't let you forget it.
No, it's all love here. We're all a good community over here. And Zan, man, just picking his poison here as Zane comes in for 1, goes up to 3, but oh man, it's just 3 is just so far away.
3 is very far away.
We're gonna draw a card here,
especially when you're playing this very fair. Like Ruby Amethyst, super fair, very consistent, but super fair. Like cards go down when they're supposed to. There's really not a whole lot of cheating stuff out.
Yeah, you play a card, you draw cards. You play a card, you draw cards. But. Yeah, Zan's on a different plan.
And Zane, of course, is really putting on display one of the very first, like, I would say the most unfair thing that Ruby Amethyst does, we're seeing on the table, is powered by that Peter Pan Shadow Finder.
For sure.
The ability for your character to not need to dry, to be usable against other characters. I think that's probably the most quote-unquote unfair thing that it does. And even that's pretty darn fair, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Absolutely. But now we got double coil in play. It's going to be pretty rough. Every ink -4 to something, or potentially -2 twice. It's just, as you can see, Zan's items slowly starting to build as the bazaar essentially starts to open up here. All the junk, all the garage sale items start to come out onto the table.
Zan Syed's garage sale. Come on over and check out what we've got.
We call it the bazaar, essentially, where we have all these items. Pick and choose what you like. And we're taking a peek here at 2 different cards. Zan figuring out if he wants the Fishbone Quill, which does end up going to his Inkwell. And I believe he kept a Workshop. Yeah, he did keep a Workshop. So Quill potentially a good option, but Workshop, as we saw last game, when you have double Workshop, I mean, every card just draws you infinite cards. So Zan understanding that that's the easiest way to get to his win condition. We already have Tamatoa in hand. So we just need to survive here, just not lose, and eventually get to a dime, and that would probably be Blouses. But Zane's going to do his best to not let that happen. You see, Zane has a lot of cards in hand, and still pushing here. I mean,
he really is.
Do not count him out.
Zane, I'm sure, would say he ain't heard no bell. So he's going to keep on fighting. He's going to keep on putting down the characters, keep fighting the good fight to see if we can advance this board state. We see a snake bounce to draw a card.
Draws another card.
And we see that,
like I
Queen
said,
of Hearts.
lots of cards in hand, but we need to start progressing this lore total fast.
That's the thing. Yeah, you cannot be slow against this deck because all Zan is doing right now is Zan is telling you ahead of time how he's going to beat you. Zan is saying, hey, by the way, in about let's call it 7 turns. In about 7 turns, a big crab is going to come down. And I'm gonna use the quest on thing twice, and God help you if one of these items in my garage sale. God help you if it's a lucky dime.
Did you ever play old Final Fantasy games?
I have, yes. I love.
Do you remember the little dude that he's like a little frog man or like some sort of green guy?
The Tom-Toms? The Tom-Toms are called.
Something similar. They have like a hood and a little dagger.
Yes. I think they're called Tauntauns, I believe.
No, not Tauntauns. That's from Star Wars.
I'm wrong. The chat is gonna like blow me up right now.
Well, if you know what it is in chat, guys. So essentially, Tonberries.
I was so far away.
Not Tauntauns, but yeah, Tonberries. Yeah. So every turn they take a step towards you, right? They don't attack. They just take a step. Yeah, there he is. They just take a step and then pass, and then take a step and then pass. But when he finally gets to you,
you're done.
You're done. He pokes you with one shot, and you take 1,000,000 damage.
Yeah,
and that's very similar to what Zan's doing right now. He's just inching up.
Yeah,
not doing anything right now. But we're just inching and inching. Every item is an inch.
Yep.
Until finally he's close enough to just absolutely demolish you with one poke. Yeah. So that's very reminiscent of what this deck does. That's how I visualize it in my brain.
Just one step.
Yeah, that's it. Just one step. Like, it's slowly, it's coming, but you just got to stop it from happening before it happens.
Yeah, either you win or you win. Basically, those are the options. And we see more rushers in the form of, more rusher, I should say, in the form of another Peter Pan Shadow Finder and a rabbit. behind that as well.
Sure. Problem here is we do see Big Sisu waiting in the wings here in the hand.
Oh gosh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure I did see one there, and we have double coil in play, so fat chance that we have any board next turn for Zane, unfortunately.
I mean,
Maybe
I
he
would.
doesn't have Sisu. Maybe I missed. Maybe I didn't see a Sisu. I thought I did, but
We talking about Zane having Sisu or
no,
Zane?
Zan. I
Zane
thought.
did have Sisu. Yeah, he
Oh,
played
he
it last
does.
game.
There it is. There
Yeah,
it
he
is.
played.
Yeah.
He played. He definitely played him last game. I'll tell you that.
No, I know he plays. I runs them, but I thought I saw one in hand. And
Oh, I'm sorry, in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, he is trying to OTK chart. Yeah, great. Exactly what we're saying here. He's just trying to stay alive.
Yep.
Keep wiping the board here, and eventually get to a point where you can just end the game in one shot. No need to quest. No need for any of that. Questing is for babies, right? We don't need no questing.
Yeah. Who needs to go to 20?
No, we're gonna go to 20, but we're gonna get there on our own terms here. And yeah, Zane just not able to get anything going here. I mean, it's no fault of his. I mean, this deck is so oppressive that Zane is playing, and just very good at clearing the board every single turn.
Yeah, so. that is yeah. This is and we see there's 2 Tamatoas in hand, it appears. If my eyes, two of them. So that's scary. You get rid of one, there's another one following right behind. That's not what you want to see.
No, it's an understatement. Yeah, Zan is locked and loaded here. He's got lots to work with. He has an item in hand, so if he wants to play it and draw 2 next turn, he can do that off the workshops. It's just workshop.
Yeah,
I mean, in my opinion, Sapphire Coil obviously doing insane things too, but workshop, man, just making every item, which you have so many items in the deck, essentially say draw a card. It's so powerful.
It's nuts, dude. I mean, so we're looking for the dime. I think essentially to just pull the OTK off.
Yeah,
if you find the dime,
we're just digging. We're chilling. Zane's at 6. I mean, we're not super stressed out.
No,
Zane cannot dime Tamatoa us, so we're just kind of hanging out and waiting to see if we can get to. Zane's playing. Oh, what's up, Dragon John? It's good to see you, brother.
It's Dragon John Z. I got corrected.
It's because I always think it's John's. Like, like people back in the day were like, the Z was like cool, like you got the Z. But
no, he corrected me.
He's actually Dragon John.
And he's and please don't disrespect my friend.
Well, Mr. Dragon, Mr. Z, we wish you were here. We had to pick a different second place person yesterday since you weren't here with us. But maybe you can come.
Maybe you show up and get you second place again later. Okay, but
we need somebody else to crown as a second place person. But hope you're well, Dragon John. Everything says John
Z. I think he's trying to point out that he's emphasizing Z. All right. I'll correct. I got you. Okay, I'm sorry, bud.
I got you, Dragon John Z. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, so I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. All right, so we're prepping it up, which is nice for now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the problem with the prep here is Zan still has 6 items on the table. Yep. Which presents a lot of problems. That's still a free Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
This is still a significant amount of lore for a Tamatoa that's going to eventually join this table. So still tons of problems.
2 lore potentially getting for Zane next turn, which would take him up to 10, but Zan just drew like 15 cards. Popsicle, Maurice Workshop. So that's 3 new cards in Zan's hand, and you got to imagine one of these is going to be problem. At least one is going to be problematic. How far I'll go? Let's look at 2 more cards. Okay, we'll take the Tala. We'll put the Scrooge at the bottom of the deck. Oh, actually, we inked the Tala, put the Scrooge in hand. And then we will actually probably just play the Scrooge for free with these items.
Yeah, and crazy. All right, we're seeing the daring visitor Sisu, known lovingly as Baby Sisu. Oh no, you know what that means? We're playing the Scrooge.
Yep. And get another item. Well, we missed.
That looks like a.
Oh no!
No! Coil.
Never miss. Never.
No, absolutely never miss.
Mr. Villain in the house.
We love it.
What's up, Mr. Villain?
What's up, Baker?
Good to see you, my brother. All right, Mr. Baker. It was too cool to stay. He didn't stop by yesterday. I didn't see him stop by, Mr. Baker. I'm very, very disappointed.
He was probably trying to get his set champs card, dude. Give this man a break.
Right, man. He gets to go to the first ever super first set champs.
Great. So he needs to get 3 more. What's your point?
You're right.
What's your point?
My fault.
My man's got to put in the work, dude.
I redact my statement.
And please acknowledge your tribal chief, bro. Acknowledge him.
Once to the sky.
OTV once to the sky, bro.
One true villain. All right. So getting back into the game here, staring at, you know, quite the board here. Lots of items. And Zan says, I have a couple more. So,
Oh, and he drew another one for it.
oh, yeah, he's going to draw multiple. He's going to draw another one and another one and another one.
Yep.
Wow.
I still don't see the lucky dime, though. I still don't see it.
It's in the deck. I mean,
yeah,
I think he did put it at the bottom of the deck earlier. So I don't know if he's playing one or not, but I stopped by, but working. That's all right.
Fair enough.
We understand, Baker. All good. Good to see you today. I hope you're doing well. And hope you are getting your set champ fix in as much as possible. I know I couldn't get any in this weekend for obvious reasons, but hoping to be able to put my competitiveness to the test in a couple weeks here, maybe next week. So we shall see.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll see what adult life allows.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Great weekend. It's going to be a great week between, Tuesday having announcements, weekend having so many events, Reign of Jafar in a couple of weeks. I mean,
bro, Baker, tell me you saw that last match with Wochuk, bro.
Baker, did you watch the ending of that last match?
The Wochuk Zan match, bro. Tell me you saw that. I want to know that you saw that, bro.
It was quite. If you haven't, don't let anybody spoil it for you. Go watch it. At least the second game. The second game is where the magic happens.
Absolutely, you got to go watch that. But in the meantime, we're watching this one. We see Elsa on the table. We see Scrooge. We see Tamatoa on the table. Things are getting weird now. The lore count, of course, you've seen all this stuff on the table. For the lore count, Zane has slowly pushed through. So Zane's approaching 10 right now. If we can get some more. Half Shark is not bad in this particular situation.
It's not bad, but coil foils, -4 is pretty good, and he does have another coil in hand. So if you really wanted to triple coil, and you can see Zan already assembling the Avengers in his hand there, all the Infinity Stones. Oh, I saw my boy Chuck spin the wheel. Don't worry,
bro. That was wild.
What a moment!
Yeah,
what a moment. That was crazy. So yeah, Zan, just crazy. Like Zan, like 90% of his hand is items, and every time he plays one, he's going to draw 2. Then we've got to have a crowd check renewal with the villain club. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. And then Zach's out there rocking his villain club mat as well.
Oh, so dude, yeah, it's so funny.
Representing the villain club.
Yeah, it's good to see. That mat is beautiful.
I sent in an application, but it got lost in the mail.
Yeah, by Baker. I
think Baker set it on fire.
Baker's like, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Baker set it on fire.
All right, we see the Diablo come down, or Diablo, as our friends in Europe say.
No, that's like you and your Hiram. There's no Hirams.
Diablo, bro. It's Diablo.
Diablos.
I mean, it's Diablo. That's correct. It's like Ravensburger. It's Hiram, or is it Hiram or Hiram?
Hiram.
It's Hiram, and then
it's not Hiram.
Diablo.
All right, we're drawing 3, guys. Oh, we found the dime. We found 10 cents.
Oh, be on the lookout. Oh
no, did we find the dime? Maybe I'm wrong.
If we hadn't, wait. No, we still haven't. Okay, it's just a popsicle.
He put the dime to the bottom of the deck, but what's happening here is as he continues to do these Scrooges.
Dude, look at the hand sizes, Zan, right now. Who needs it? Who needs Hero?
With Fidget. I think Fidget might be part of the problem.
Yeah, Fidget's eating the damn application is the problem here.
Look at this. So think about this. So Zan put the dime at the bottom of the deck early, right? So we know it's the bottom card, but because he keeps playing these Scrooges, he keeps moving cards to the bottom of the deck, and Tala keeps putting cards at the bottom of the deck. And by doing this, you're essentially pushing the dime
right to the top,
up to the deck, to the top of the deck. So Zan knows that dime is deep, but if he just gets deep enough into the deck,
he'll eventually find it once more.
Eventually will find it, yeah.
If you love something, Zan, you got to let it go. And if it's truly meant to be, you'll find it one more time.
This is quite crazy what's happening here. We're going to ink, and we're going to coil.
Foil?
We're going to ink. We're going to coil.
Coil.
It's a -8 to your shark here.
That seems fair.
Or actually -6 to your shark. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, brother.
Sayonara.
Oh, brother. That's Sisu. That's a high-powered Sisu.
This is game 2. Brutus.
Yeah, we're going to game 2.
This is game 2. Zan got game number 1. You can see the little pink icon up there next to the scores.
The lore counter.
That's our little symbol for who won game 1. So yeah, we're on game number 2. And if Zane can't find an answer quick, it's going to be the end of both these games. Zan again just piling the items together, knowing that this is a really good matchup for him, and there's no way for him to really lose as long as he continues to clear the board here. Zane's not going to have any way to really stop Zan's plan here, and yeah, I mean it speaks for itself. If you look
Yeah.
at the table, you can pretty much see the situation that's happening here. It's pretty bad. All
I
right.
think so we see so we're seeing the Cogsworth come in to do the rush thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're inking a Maui here, and so we've been able to get some characters out. We're establishing a board on Zane's side, which seems to be a common story here. We push out the board, it gets taken care of. We push out the board. Oh no,
we got it.
We got him. Target acquired. Lucky Dime is in the garage sale, but it is not for sale. It is for play.
Oh boy, there is a big problem here.
Yep.
Okay. Well, next turn, I'm pretty sure we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 items in play.
Yes. So essentially, we can quest with a Tamatoa, tap the dime, win the game.
Yeah, if we play a Tamatoa next turn and we just activate, that's already 11 lore.
Yep, pushes to 16.
But
not counting any items that'll show up in between here.
Exactly. He could still play more items.
Yep.
Yeah, you like that cog spice? I like it. We saw it a couple times yesterday also. It was very, really cute. I like it. A little spice.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that spice is not doing much right now because Zan's plan is not really to quest. Like I said, I mean, Zane can continue to, deal with these characters Zan's playing, but Zan doesn't really mind. Zan's not really interested in keeping these characters around. He just needs them to prevent his opponent from winning.
Exactly.
So yeah, these Scrooges, they're just kind of holding down the fort right now. They're just big 4/4 bodies, can be used to trade. And in the meantime, Zan's just trying to assemble the last Infinity Stone here so he can just snap.
But normally the glove only has spots for 6 items.
Well, this is an upgraded. This is the upgraded Infinity Gauntlet. Okay. Oh, here we go. So let's get some more cards here. And Zan's going to decide on his triggers here whether or not he wants to claim 2 more cards. He chooses not to.
Oh, here we go.
He will get a bell.
It's funny. Zan was like, which popsicle do I want to use? And of course, using the one that's been turned sideways.
Zan's got like 2 cards in his deck. I mean, not literally, but like it feels like it.
We see the dime putting in, just paying for itself in dividends as we just move forward towards our goal. The little Tonberry takes one more step in the direction of the problem.
Here comes Tonberry. Tonberry's coming in with that dagger. And
you want to get
turn,
poked, which ironically, an item. Tonberry's using the item.
What was the game that I played that you have to say final turn? Like whenever you were going to play against your opponent, like and defeat them, it was like you had to say final turn.
I do not know.
It was like the disrespect to let them know they're about to get bodied.
Oh, chat! If you know what this man's talking about, he's crazy.
I think it wasn't Kaijudo. It was.
I definitely don't know.
God, what game was it? Was it? God, what's the game with all the anime characters that you flip the top card? Card Fight
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Vanguard. It was Card Fight Vanguard.
Card Fight Vanguard.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah,
never
you would say final turn. And that's pretty much what Zan's saying right now. Final turn, because if Zane doesn't get it together in this one turn,
this is G's.
This is G's. That's correct.
Goods games.
He's just gonna show.
Yeah, you just gotta show it.
Yeah. And as you can see, just Card Fight Vanguard. Somebody figured it out. Yeah, that's where it's from. Yeah. So Zane, man, hard fought game here, and Zane, I mean, really caught a tough break against Zan. Not because it's Zan. I mean, that is part of the reason, but just because
it was a bad match.
It's a terrible